Welcome back to The Perspective. Deputy Laode, we are looking into the Corruption Perception Index.
Yep.
2014, Indonesia is sitting at number 107.
Yep.
Neighboring country, Philippines, number 88. Smaller numbers, meaning they have a better score on the Corruption Perception Index. Singapore in the big 20s.
Yeah.
Now, these are our direct neighboring countries. I'm sure that the problems and the issues there are common grounds, but what are we not seeing that they're seeing, and how maybe Singapore is a small country, more manageable in terms. Indonesia has a lot of more challenges, but in your perspective, what can we learn? What are the best practices that Indonesia can pick up from?
From those
the successes.
countries.
Yeah.
Yes, for example, now we have 36. It is ranking 88 at the moment. So in terms of ranking, we are improved.
Yeah.
And the KPK actually, we have kind of like a higher target this time. We want, when we finish our leadership in 2019, we hope that Indonesia have kind of like a 50.
The
at
big
least
50.
Similar to Malaysia, for example. So
That's your
this is the main goal, the goal of our leadership. And again, actually, we went to met the president yesterday, and I say again, this is very ambitious target, Mr. President, but we want to help you to achieve 50 for corruption perception index. And I say, okay, but you need to help us. That I say to the president, and the president say, we will give you, I will give you 100% support. For example, how to fix up in public services, in government agencies, at district, provincials, and of course at national level. And because if we actually try to compare why the Scandinavian countries or the Singaporeans actually they have a higher score, because I think their public services actually very, very effective, and actually it's not involve some kind of like under the table money, for example. So that's why we are going to try to assist the Indonesian government, so that we hope by the end of our tenure as a commission of a KPK, we reach kind of like 50. If we cannot actually reach that target, at least close to it, for example, 46, so that actually we will have kind of parallel kind of like score with our neighboring country like Malaysia or the Philippines or Thailand.
Well, more than 8 in Indonesians say that corruption is widespread through the nationals, but however, more than half of Indonesians, out of 10 Indonesians perhaps, also believe that the KPK is one of the most trusted, reliable, and credible agency in the country. How do you hope in general in your work plan? How do you hope to achieve that ambitious target, which Indonesians believe that KPK will, given the seriousness and also the support from Jokowi? Because at the end of the day, it's his administration that is going to get the credit, because you're under his administration. Can we maybe share with us a little bit about the programs that you have mapped out for the next few years?
Yes, actually we been the 5 of us after actually inauguration at the presidential office, we went to our office and start working actually in a round table, and we asked ourselves what we are going to do in the next 4 years, and he said, okay, we have actually to save the source of the income of national budget, which is actually natural resources and taxes and some others non-tax revenue of the country. So we are going actually try to protect, to create anti-corruption safeguard in receiving end of the national budget. And the second things we are going to target in the spending aspect of it, where actually those money actually go, the national budget actually goes. For example, if you look at the president actually said the infrastructures, building bridge, road,
toll roads,
sport, and things like that. We try to scrutinize those big projects. The second thing, actually, the spending on, it is considered as necessity for the nation, which is a call it its national interest. For example, spending on health, education, social aid, those kind of things. So we are going to try to look at all the money that actually goes through that. We really hope the people can actually feel it. Then because if you look at actually the structures of national budget, we didn't actually, even in the Constitution of Indonesia said that 20% of national budget has to go to education. For example. And that's a big money. So that's why we have to look after this education. We've been actually working, we've met the Ministry of Education and also the Ministry of Higher Education. We've been trying hard with them, to get anti-corruption safeguard within their ministries, so that actually all misuse of public funding, as public money, is not actually happening again in the future. It misappropriated. Yes. So.
All right, and we'll come back on the last segment. We'll talk about the expansion of the use of technology within the KPK to help it increase its performance. When we come back, stay with us.